Hey, what's up, y'all? We back. The platform and stuff like that. Our entire pandemic that is out here, I mean, that is scaring people, man, and how it actually goes hand in hand. Because once the economy is down, a lot of people are going to be losing their minds, man. Like, and for what also research, like one of these economists, he already saying that the United States is already in a recession.
Well, the recession is actually a depression.
Yep,
Um, I'm waiting for a lot of them to start really,
coming in. Yeah,
yeah, because they need all of that.
yeah, I know.
The this is a part of like the last shot
Mm-hmm.
per se.
Yep,
The last of the This is how everything is going to start going how the way it need to go back into.
yep.
So everybody need to be ready for that. They gotta be ready to hear and
My
take
handwriting's
heed.
gotten better. Once
Huh?
again.
You good. I'm trying to remember what I did with that daggone book though. The Black Survival Guide.
Gotta be in your bag
I
somewhere.
think it might be upstairs somewhere.
But I got my articles.
Well, you go ahead and take care, talk to them. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find that book so we can see what it looks like.
All right, okay. But since we want to begin, I mean, since we talking about all right, and I've been telling people about, I've been talking to people about, the economy and stuff like that, dealing with the situation, and I'm also been talking about the cashless society and stuff like that. You feel me? Like all of these things that are happening right now that are taking place, all of them go hand in hand. So we want people to know, to like understand, you know, the currency right up, like, eventually after a while, once they have the digital currency, that's when people are going to start getting the chip. And I believe that the chip is actually going to be connected to your money. That's why it's going to be going digital. That's why it's going to be going digital. That's why I say pay attention, because the economy is already right about now fucked up. And we already in a recession. And a recession is pretty much a depression. And they're saying that we've been in a recession since February. They just haven't really came out with it. But if you really pay attention to it, everything we'll be talking about dealing with the economy, it goes right into it. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talked about how the economy is going to crash, the stock market going to crash, and that's going to cause a lot of chaos and a lot of pandemonium. You feel me? We talking about they have so much debt up to their eyeballs. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I got hella articles talking about this stuff. Hey, Miss Carls. All right, go ahead. We are in survival mode. That's real.
This is the book I was talking about, y'all. You better purchase this. You better purchase it. And it's the author right here. Book. Book. Author. You better carry this like it's the King James version of your Bible.
And that's exactly what we're trying to tell people, man. We are really in survival mode. Especially, especially by us dealing with the fall of Rome. We are in survival mode. So we gotta, we over here doing our due diligence with the books, the articles and stuff like that, and we reading this stuff to y'all so y'all can know what we've been seeing come down the pipe for many years.
And I'm gonna show it to him again. This is the book. Okay? You see his look on the face, like y'all know, like we've been trying to tell you, this is the book, and this is the author right there. The book and the author. You better try to find it before before they stop selling these books like this. And carry it like it's your Bible.
Yeah.
Like it's a King James, like I give the B Miles, he hold it like this. You better hold it like this and don't let anybody hold that bad boy. You be like this.
Hell yeah. Because I'm telling you, man, they already talking about the dollar bill's pretty much done. They already saying that the dollar bill's pretty much done. They saying that the US dollar could fall out of favor if it doesn't go digital. We've been talking about digital currency. This is all a part of their order. This is all a part of their agenda.
Forex, which is the foreign currency.
Thank you, Lucy. USDebtClock.org. That's dealing with the debt, Lucy.
So I think that's what it's dealing with. So that's something we just want to let y'all know is about that, because it's letting you know that.
Thank you.
It's letting you know that the time is up, and that when that collapse happens, all that money and all that power that people thought they had, they're not going to really have. So.
Because they already talking about contemplating a world without cash. We're contemplating a world without cash. Man, let me read something real quick. They said central banks are contemplating a world without cash. They said as money gets swept up under, and I'm sorry, as money gets swept up by tech innovation, government authorities are taking a closer look at old-fashioned notes and coins. More than a dozen countries are either researching, piloting, or like China have have ongoing work in place from central bank digital currencies, according to the Bank for International Settlements report published Tuesday. They said central banks around the world are investigating a rich set of prototypes, the BIS reported. They also said that these results are shared, it can help to determine which technologies and designs are most optimal for a central bank digital currency and whether how they should be rolled out to the public. This is the big matter to officials because there's critical difference between the notes in your purse and your wallet or digital wallet on checking account. They said the former issued directly by the central bank, the lender of they said the lender of last resort, typically the anchor for a country's financial system. This latter depends on the stability of commercial institutions and can be more vulnerable in the event of a financial crisis. Consumers can do and take comfort in knowing that they can convert their electronic money into cash if needed.
Which tells you that the dollar was nothing more than an illusion.
Pretty
that
much.
was nothing but so-called quote-unquote sorcery. But another thing is that that everybody need to understand that there's nothing to panic about because actually in all of this is going to be some greatness and good coming out of this.
Yep.
So it's just that it's the fall of Rome. You know what I'm saying? So when you see the fall of Rome happening, there's nothing else to do but just observe it and take care of yourself and take care of those that are around you that are like-minded. But just know that you're going to be fine and do what you got to do. That's why I kept on telling y'all about this book again. I'm advertising it. Ding. See?
Yep. Because they already talking about this system right here is actually going to be like connected to a digital identification system. You know what I mean? So that, you know what I mean? Which means, you know what I'm saying, like all of your money is going to be connected to your ID. And that's actually, you know what I mean, like we said, dealing with the digital currency, which means the financial system is going to collapse.
Exactly. And
it's going to collapse.
And the camel back off of that, the next step is that you want to also look up I Am America map. You want to look that up too. I Am America map. Look that up online, and then you'll see what we're also is going to fall into that as well. So all of this is about to start taking place as soon as possible. Okay. So the I America map actually show you how this country going to look years to come, especially when the natural disasters really start hitting. Like he been talking about Yellowstone, the earthquakes and everything. So be on the lookout when all this stuff start happening.
Yep.
This is why we keep on telling you, get this one. Is written by a sister. It's written by a sister. A sister wrote this book. A black woman, like I told y'all with B Miles on here, we was telling y'all who y'all really are. Kid it. So I would keep on showing it over and over again.
Yeah, because we definitely are watching the fall of Rome, and it's happening at a very fast rate. And if we not coming to y'all with these things, you know what I mean, especially with all of the research that we have done and still doing, then you know, what is the purpose of us, you know what I mean, even talking, you know what I mean? Like we do this for real because we see what's coming. You know, and if we see these, you know what I mean, and if we see these things coming, and this is all a part of the prophecy of what many great teachers have been telling us, or what is going to be happening, then you know what I mean, then we gotta do diligence to pick up what they've been saying, and we gotta do the exact same thing,
right?
Because we've been seeing this happen. Right. We've been seeing this thing happen, and now we're seeing it speed up on us real fast.
And Universal started right too. Oprah falling was a message.
Oh yeah, big time. Yep. And I said the same thing.
Right, and I'm gonna count back on that too. That
Wendy Williams fall was a message too.
Yeah, Wendy was when Wendy Williams had that collapse on her. But they said that something about New York, just like the bridges are really going to open up where it's going to go underwater. I can't remember who said it. Now that's another thing that's going on. So when you saw her dressed up at the Statue of Liberty, that means guess what? Liberty is going to be gone. New York, be careful what's going on up there. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention Not to mention, the next step right now is looking at California.
Oh, yes.
The whole Midwest. All these floods is going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know that all these floods are happening in the Midwest where all the crops are at as well. He been talking to you about the food shortages. Even someone I know personally, Zen Wombs, talked about this in a lot of her videos. She went by the name of Sika. So I'm just letting you know that a lot of this stuff is happening. So just know that all this stuff is actually happening at a rapid rate. But this is why I kept on telling everybody, go back into what? Your
spiritual practices.
Going back to your
ancestors.
Exactly. And start dealing with your ancient practices over and over. How many times we've been saying that?
Many times.
And then we also said start putting your money into none other than precious golds and
metals.
See, we've been telling y'all that. Like, you got to start doing it because guess what? Trump got his gold. He have his gold. He bought some gold, multitudes of gold.
Yep, because even the Bahamas and Marshall Islands, they have their own sovereign digital currency. A sovereign digital currency. Their own country. It's called the SOV. Yep, the Marshall Sovereign. Yup, in Marshall Islands, a sovereign country have their own sovereign digital currency, which is based off an algorithm.
Exactly.
How many people know about that?
And also, Universal Star, you're right. That was Oprah was a representation of the economy falling too.
Yep.
And I want to say something about that. I'm gonna come back off of Universal Star again. Did anybody know in your biblical text that the mother of Goliath, her name was actually called Oprah too? Did anybody know that? That Goliath's mother was known as Oprah also. And how I found that out, it was a book I read with Dr. York that showed that. And showed the picture of Oprah, looked just like her. And David did what to Goliath? He killed Goliath, who was a giant, right? So I'm just putting that out there, letting y'all know that Oprah been here before. Quincy Jones been here before. And Quincy Jones, I had a book that showed All That Black Devils by Dr. York, and it showed a picture of this negative entity that looked just like Quincy Jones, and he was behind music too. And what do Quincy Jones do? He's behind music. Not to throw anybody off topic, but I'm letting y'all know how serious this stuff is. Reincarnation is real. You cannot kill energy. Energy always find a way to recycle and come back. You cannot kill it. Then to let y'all know that even gold is made out of is currency and energy. All of this. So we did letting y'all know, and exactly, Jay-Z been here before too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff we want to touch bases on, but we can't even talk about. You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than what everybody think it is. But
right, because
some people are going to have to leave this plane and go back into what you say, the heavens. Okay? And honestly, the heavens is the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That is why gold is currency, current.
Right.
And I've been talking about the gold markets in here as well. I've been talking about the gold. We've been talking about all these things, the precious metals. All of these things go hand in hand. And did y'all know that Ghana is going cashless now? Don't you know they having a conference over there in Ghana to where it's called the African Cashless Payment Systems Conference? They said over there, they said the dollar bill is done. They said paper money is obsolete. We are going in a different direction. This is over there in Ghana.
Yep. And also in this very book that I showed y'all, this is what the sister said in here. She says, will and melanin thing. I will is a result of self-denial. It attracts and holds, and also it denies the light. That's what it says. Okay? So therefore, melanin and will are the same in this daggone book, y'all. Okay? She broke it down real quick. I just read a little piece and a little snippet of it. Okay? So it's not the bank fee, but y'all need to understand that while you have that currency, that money, you better start figuring out investing into
That's
it.
right.
Okay, we not bringing fear to nobody. We letting y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Because money is going to be It's going to be digital.
And I'm telling y'all, like,
invest in gold.
I seen the RFID chip stuff. I seen it already with my own eyes, and I can't tell you because it's disclosed where I saw that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Because you're already saying right now the U.S. dollar could fall out of favor if it does not go digital.
Yeah.
And they already got like competition. You know what I mean? Facebook got their own currency called the Libra. You know what I'm saying? And also Wells Fargo, they're going to have their own digital currency. The cashless economy is pretty much here.
So that's why it's so much I want to tell you that's in here, but that's why I told y'all to purchase it yourselves, and y'all going to thank us later. You carry this daggone thing like it's your goddamn Bible and start looking up and start cross-referencing what you see on it, because some of the stuff in here they already took away. Yeah, they already put it in the cell phones. That's nothing new, James. We know that, but they're going to start trying to put it in vaccines too. Don't be surprised to start putting it in vaccines. That's the thing that you got to start looking at.
I was thinking about that. That's why. Hold up. Let me go to that article. So you got something else for me?
Another thing is you want to go ahead and I'm talking about nationality. It's in this book too. The whole thing is in
here. She said she can't see it. She said, "Quit shaking the book."
This book right here. Okay.
That's perfect.
So you want to get this as soon as possible. Like I said, it's written by a sister. And you could tell I've been reading because look how old it's looking. I've been reading this bad boy. He'll tell you it's like, oh yeah, I've been reading like it was every day. So, you know, all I can tell y'all is that the country has been bankrupt since 1933.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It's been bankrupt since 1933. This company been in debt since 1933.
Yep.
Not now. The whole thing was in 1933. They made the Social Security cards and the Social Security numbers, and they put that on Wall Street. If you look on the daggone back of your Social Security numbers, you see those big old numbers, and I think red gold numbers. Or red ink or something that is also on Wall Street, so worth billions of dollars. Just letting y'all know it's worth billions, if not close to it. Okay, that's the Great Depression. We've been in the Depression ever since then. It's all been an illusion. They've been lying to you, and how I already showed you that I have that. You know what I'm saying? So, indeed, yes, it's your straw man. Exactly.
I've been hearing about that.
You know what I'm saying? You said put the title of the book. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you again so y'all can see it. Okay. All right.
Man, I got some heat for them, man.
All right, this is the name of the book, y'all. You'll see the author right here. This is the author. Okay, bring the book closer. All right, just look at it. Can y'all see it closer? But I don't know if I can bring it to the, show it to y'all. I'm gonna have to bring it up a little bit more so you can see the name of the author. Okay, let me know if y'all have it. Name. Okay, can y'all see it? Let us know, because we let y'all know before, like, All right. So I don't know if they got it. You think they have it?
I got the book.
Because we need to know. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me see. What else? You got anything that you want to share with us?
You was talking about the economy and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like, yes. Yeah. Somebody said it's sold out on Amazon. See?
Damn.
I told you, man. I knew. I'm trying to tell y'all that book is selling. Then I was buying books like that. Then I was just stocking up on books. That's how you know this is the real deal.
What?
No, that's. I mean, if I need to say, I'm just being told. I'm being told to say something. So let me see something. I got to ask. I need to say anything else. Should I wait? Alright, wait until he finish talking and doing what he gotta do, right? Alright, okay. That's it. I'm gonna wait until he finish doing what you're doing, I'll add in.
Alright, okay. You cool, you good. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, since we been talking about that, right? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I want to actually read this article. Oh, I got this one to read. Oh boy, I got some Oh, I got a. Oh, hold up. Since we talking about survival mode, matter of fact, oh, I got some heat for them. Matter of fact, how many of y'all have been paying attention to 5G? Have y'all been paying attention to 5G? I hope y'all have. Have y'all been paying attention to 5G? Because guess what? They said the FCC has approved 9.7 billion to quickly clear C-band for 5G. Now, we already know that 5G is connected with radiation, right? Mm-hmm. Now, they were saying that the mid-band radio frequencies are widely believed to be critical to deploying 5G cellular services. And the FSOM and the FCC is continuing to push an additional spectrum to U.S. carriers. You know what I mean? On February 28th, they voted to approve a controversial payment package to incubate users of the 3.7 gigahertz, the 3.98 gigahertz, offering satellite companies 9.7 billion in total to clear 280 megahertz of spectrum at the end of an auction to 5G carriers. So you already know that 5G is actually like in a lot of other cities. 5G is already up there in New York City right now. That's right. Yep, exactly. Yep, 5G. I'm hearing about like 5G causes cancer. Yep, it disrupts our DNA and oxygen molecules, resulting in flu-like symptoms. Yeah, that's right, Ezekiel. For solid weapons for quiet wars. Yep. And that's another thing, but I've been hearing about the 5G. You know what I mean? How they said the cruise ships have 5G. Wow. They said 5G is the virus. I've been hearing about that. Yeah. They've been saying 5G is the virus. Mm-hmm. And the FCC has approved 9.7 billion payout to quickly clear C-band for 5G. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm just looking at the comments.
I know. A lot of times I'll be reading, but sometimes I'll read the comments and I'll be like, yo. Oh boy, here we go.
All I can tell you, everything should be in that book that I showed y'all.
Oh boy, here we go.
Somebody said that book has a lot of gems in it. Let me see.
It also affects pregnant women. Yep, they said China's the most advanced in tech. It has the most 5G towers. That's why they hit the hardest. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, the chemtrails are out more than even. Somebody saying, what do you mean about investing in gold? Man, the book that I gave that I showed y'all had the information in there on what to do. It should have name of companies to go ahead and start buying gold and stuff. Mm-hmm. Gold is actually going up. It ain't going down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So all I can say is that they've been given. They already know what time it is. When somebody know that time is up, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and do what they gotta do.
Since we're going to talk about gold, matter of fact, that's something I'm going to be covering over the weekend dealing with gold. You really got to pay attention to gold. Y'all, thank you. Pay attention to gold and silver. Matter of fact, let me go into my archives.
Go ahead. Go ahead and do that. I'm trying to
take your time.
And another thing you can do is start purchasing property too. If anything, start getting your knowledge of real estate together as well. Because what's going to happen when the economy really go down, that means property value more likely might even increase or go down. We don't own nothing. We don't want to own nothing. We just want to talk and just talk all day. You know? So it's like you got to remember now, Donald Trump is a real estate mogul. Mm-hmm. You got to remember he's a businessman.
And America is a business.
And America is a business. And it's a corporation.
Yep, the United States.
Right. And see, the thing is, the only thing that the president run is D.C. and that's it.
That's it.
He only runs D.C. Everything else, you notice all the delegates and the Congress people, the mayors and all of that, they are pretty much under the rulership. They're under rulership. That's why they taking. That's why they hold that Bible and swear on that Bible and everything. I mean, there's so many things I can tell you that they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's things that you need to understand. You know what I'm saying? So you can see for yourself. You gotta do your own research for and everything. Yeah, drinking water is gonna be like being exactly, it's gonna be like gold. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. On a planet,
That's bad.
and I'm gonna tell you, like, I played a video to let you know what's going on, like, literally. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can play that video for y'all again while he's looking for what he's looking for, so you can hear the video and listen to what the sister said. I played this video before, and it's like I don't want nobody to be going off on deaf ears when I play it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. They got me putting out old videos that I played to them before so they can hear it again. Let me see.
Man, I got some shit for them.
In this similar vein of necessity versus driving connection, I wonder if you could share how Ifa Orisha tradition is a tradition with deep understanding of forces of nature, how the tradition might diagnose
Renata Scott Jones, she tight.
Crisis.
Ooh, we in trouble, y'all.
Are there stories that speak to that? Are there how to begin to conceive it?
Oh, really pissed because, you know, they are reborn through us. And we're messing up the place that they want to come back to. That's one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a Congolese brother a while back who said that, you know, the problems with the ozone layer was interfering with messages that we were supposed to be receiving. We have had over the last 5 or 6 years priestesses of Oshun who've entered the waters of the river, the Oshun River in Oshobo, priestesses in Venezuela and in Cuba, in places who go into the water and who come out in trance saying that Oshun has said that if we don't clean up our act, she will leave us. You know. Now this is a famous old Oshe Otura where Oshun left the earth and everything dried up. We are receiving very, very clear instructions around what kind of things we have to do. Do not have Iya leave us. I want you to realize that only 2% of the water on the face of the earth is fresh water. Only 2%. 3/4 of that is caught up in icebergs. And what would happen if all the sweet water left the earth? It's over, okay? No, we're now in a place where people are buying water in a bottle. We're in a place where instead of, we are, you know, in places where entire villages are being denied water. And so-called bee farmers are actually raping the queen bee. Honey, which is sacred to Oshun, is being contaminated with sugar water. The bugs, especially the bees who cross-pollinate our food, is being killed off. Outfits like Monsanto is creating frankenfood that kills its own offspring. The genetic modification of human beings and plants and animals is going on. It is like this insanity has to be stopped lest we wipe ourselves out as a species, because one of the things I learned a long time ago, the earth can do without us.
Exactly.
And so we have priests all over the world who are leading rituals where we are singing and dancing and praying and placating the waters. I know that that's going on regularly in New Orleans because people do not want another Hurricane Katrina. You know, it is going on in places that have been hit by tsunami. I just heard that there was trash from the Japan tsunami that hit this coast, and that the trash itself was almost as big as the state of Texas.
Damn.
Just, I mean, trying to imagine that is mind-boggling for me. So, you know, I say to people, the first step is gratitude. If you got a glass of clean water, don't waste it. Be grateful for it. The next thing is placation. You know, if there's a Sweetwater stream anywhere near you, just go there and say thanks. The next thing is work. Clean up, pick up the trash, you know, move some rocks, help the water to flow, and kindness to others, you know. I had a situation the other day where the woman behind the counter couldn't understand why I was giving some money to the woman standing next to me. Outside, she had said to me, would you go across the street, would you come across the street with me and buy me a chicken sandwich because I haven't eaten? I told her, come in here with me. And once I buy my food, if I have any change, I'll give you some, which I knew I would have some change. So the woman comes in with me, and the one behind the counter is shooting her hateful darts and just wanting her to get out. I said, no, I'm going to give her some money. So I give her some money. And the woman behind the counter says to me, what would it take for you to not give her some money? Well, first of all, it's my money. I give it to any damn body I want to. Right? But I said, she asked me for it. Well, why do you feel you have to give it to her? I said, because she's hungry. Well, why you had to give it to her? Because I am a child of Oshun. And what
they totally went off on here. So y'all, something that's spiritually inclined, that's what happens. When truth speaks, the negative vibrations do not want the people to hear. And somebody said mad buffering. This is what we've been trying to tell y'all. This is why I've been in solitude and I've been told to say things and I'm being told to say so many things. Yeah, we saw Cosmic Slop. I told the family about Cosmic Slop and they saw the one with Oshun on there, right? With the whole Cosmic Slop was made by P-Funk in Parliament back in 1994. And they talk about the extraterrestrials. It talks about Oshun and the Orishas in there, but it mainly talk about Oshun in there when she came down and visit the people, and she's a saint. Notice I said she's a saint in Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? So in that very movie, Cosmic Slop, it showed her in there. And then it showed her being the loving and benevolent spirit that she is. Not malevolent, but benevolent spirit that she is. And what happened, the guy in the movie that was a Latino, he and his relative told his relative who was a priest or Santerio told him, we have African blood in us. This is a part of the African tradition on studying and analyzing our spirituality, our going back to our spiritual systems and customs, because it's African. This is what he said. I'm just summarizing what he said. I'm summarizing what he said in the movie. And in that very part of the movie, you know what I'm saying, the cousins that was, he really, got a chance to know more about his history. She was sitting down like she was a queen on a throne. And he said, who are you? And she said, you know who I am. And she spoke her name to him. and then he fainted. Then he started seeing visions of her in the Catholic Church, dancing and everything, and people was getting hypnotized, going in trances and everything. This is why I kept on telling everybody, you got to go back into our stuff, man. When you start going to our spiritual customs again, you have that power to start healing and doing things you got to do. You see what I'm saying? So everything is everything. What they doing, they want to destroy everything that we came here to do. You heard the elder. And Retta, what's her name? Retta Jones. She also, in one of Lance Sker's videos, spoke on Sheba the Third that I told everybody about. She was on it and said, black people, you don't have to worry out and look for your daggone coach no more. She spoke on Sheba the Third and said, that is our blood. I think everybody is. Yeah, it's all connected to spiritual African spirituality. Shambhala has a connection. This is why I've been put here. The Arabic stuff come from all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting everybody know. I give a shout out to Rena too. Or Rena, I can't pronounce her name like that. The Sister Jones, I give her props on that. Of course, they're not gonna let the message go through because they don't want me to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to, I want Brother Miles to go ahead and do what he got to do. Another book that's also hard to find that we have over here. It's called The Gold Book by Dr. York, and it's hard to find. And it's a book of prayers. It's actually called The Sacred Tablets of Tamaray by Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? The Sacred Tablets of Tamaray. This book had prayers to the Neterus in it too, or the Neteru. The Neteru were also the Orishas as well. Okay? The Neteru is also the Orishas as well. That's what I'm saying. Karima. Okay? I'm letting you know, I hung out with the brothers and sisters of Dr. York's camp. They schooled me well on a whole lot of things. A lot of stuff I already knew about, but they confirmed everything I knew. And I knew that one day I was going to have to start talking. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to have to start talking. That's why I asked, could I talk on his platform real quick? Because it's not mine. I respect his platform. He built it. See, buffering on stuff. And okay.
Karima Shabazz, peace.
Peace. Karima, I got a question for you, though. As being a student of Dr. York, who was Dr. York incarnated as? That's the question I need to ask you, because I'm about to go into something that's going to be connected to everything that's going on. Okay? Because I'm gonna go into all the stuff so y'all can see what's really going on. Because I'm gonna break it down to a degree where I can bring it back into what's really going on. Because also a thing that's been going on as well is that sisters and brothers been hearing that trumpet being blown. Okay, so I'm gonna ask again. Exactly, Melchizedek. Who is Melchizedek? Who was Melchizedek? Biblically, who was Melchizedek? We're about to get real deep into this, because now I'm about to let you know something else is going to take place. Angelic wise, he was a priest, but angelic wise, who was Melchizedek? Exactly, Stacy. I'm about to get into all of that, so y'all about to see what's really going on. It's going to connect to the star seeds and other things too, because I'm about to bring it. That's why I'm asking, who was Melchizedek? Now, then he's going to read them articles so you can see how it's going to fall into place of what's really going on. This is why I'm asking, do anybody really know angelically who was Melchizedek? Yeah, if you don't, I will tell you. He was, you can say off, but there's more to Yanun. Yeah, Yanun, but Yanun also was called Mikael. Mikael. Who's Mikael? Michael, the Archangel Michael. That's who that I'm trying to tell you. Okay, now, there's another thing that's going to take place off of this. Melchizedek, Mikael, right? Dr. York was also a Mason. He was a 33-degree Mason, had 720 degrees knowledge. I'm going to get into something else with that. Okay? Now, when Mikael come, he didn't come by himself as an archangel, because Mikael was one of the 24 elders in that doctrine. Okay? Guess who else was supposed to come after Michael came? This is why the trumpets were being blown. The trumpets were being blown for a reason, because who is the one that carries the trumpet? Do anybody know what archangel blows the trumpet? Because that's the next one that's supposed to come. And they know that. Okay? And the next one that was supposed to come is Jabril himself, incarnated physically. But here's the thing. They're connected to the Orishas. I'm telling you some real facts. You know what I'm saying? That I'm telling you some real facts, y'all.
Yeah, people saying Gabriel.
That's the next one that was supposed to come. And those that came out of Dr. York's camp, now those that came out of Dr. York's camp, some of the brothers and sisters on here that said they were students of Dr. York, they probably don't even fool with that new stuff that he talking about now. How many of y'all on here that's Dr. York that study Dr. York? How many of y'all that study Dr. York know that the new stuff that they got coming out is not legit? How many of y'all know that? And I'm going to tell you, they did a daggone update years ago, and they was bashing Jabril because I told people that he was the next one to come. But Jabril's also supposed to come too, because, you know what I'm saying? Jabril was also the next one to come. Like I told somebody years ago, they was going to bash Jabril, the Nuwapians of today, that's in power, is going to bash Jabril. I told that to people, and they made an update bashing him. They bashed him, and they knew that he was coming, because guess what? Only certain people would know when Jabril was going to come, because they are the ones that's not even in that society anymore. And all this other stuff, they okay, but neither here or there. Neither here or there. Archangels are the 7 creative spirits, the main ones, but they are connected to teachings of Ifa too. If you don't believe me, look at this stuff up, man. I'm not making it up. You had people like Professor James Smalls that even said in Hidden Colors, I can take all your angels and so on in Islam and Christianity and break it down and show you who they connected to in Voodoo and Ifa. He said that. He said that. You feel me? But make a long story short, everything that's happening right now, is dealing with revelations and so on. That's why all y'all having these revelations, because he was one of the angels that was going to bring not just good news, but bring more revelations to the planet. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all of this for a reason. You know what I mean? And what's happening, all these revelations are coming since y'all been hearing that trumpet. A lot of catastrophes been happening since y'all,
that eclipse.
Exactly. All this stuff is happening. Actually, Mercury's out of retrograde now. You know what I'm saying? But those archangels were the Orishas, though. I kid y'all not. I'm telling y'all, I did the research back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting y'all know what's going on and what's happening. And the thing is, the stuff that's happening with this collapse, that's connected to everything that's going on, even down to y'all hearing them trumpets being blown, the blood moons, all of that is dealing with that. And then you also had Betelgeuse, the daggone star, the star constellation turned into a nova. So now we're going into that too. You know what I'm saying? We're going into that too. So it goes into what's happening now with the currencies changing, the climate's changing, the earth going through transformation.
All of that.
Then they talking about, you know, then they also talking about what's going on in New York, what he been saying, all this stuff. Okay? This is why it's important to do all these cross references, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you, everything that he's been saying is connected to the trumpet being blown. It's all prophecy. It's all been written. The star children, y'all don't even know who the hell y'all really are. And I've been trying to tell him to tell y'all. Y'all star children are messengers. What is a messenger? That's the question that you need to know the answer to. I know, because that's how you know this stuff is real, man. You know what I'm saying? What is a star child? Who are star children? Star children, you are messengers. What is a messenger? Matter of fact, the Circle 7, Noble Drew Ali. Let me see if I can find that question, so I can see if it's in here. You know what I'm saying? Because the question was asked in one of them. What is an angel? An angel is Allah manifested in human flesh. A messenger manifested in human flesh. Okay? Star children, that's what you are. Y'all messengers, healers, all of that. And you play a serious part in what's going on. Black women, sisters. There's a reason why they call y'all sis stars. Y'all assist the stars for bringing forth the daggone ancestors from y'all womb. You see what I'm saying? This is what y'all need to understand. Everything that this brother been telling y'all on his live streams, pay attention what's going on. When he start talking about the characteristics of star people, star children, and so on, all that is interconnecting. Okay? Now, food shortages. That's a part of what's going on now. The whole True Thursday he been talking about, happening.
Yep.
This is not a joke.
Mm-mm.
Some